What? No! Dumbest movie ever! So they talk, and then Alex Prettyface comes back after he, zapped them with his hands and, killed everybody, but not killed, because apparently you can hit a tree going 90 miles an hour and survive. But whatever. So anyway, so he does that, and then he comes back to the girl, and she's like, will you walk me home? And I'm like, obviously that would be what I want you to do. After I just saw you throw 11 bee fries in the trees with your crazy alien fists, I want you to walk me home through the deserted Ohio countryside. Sure. So they go back to her house, which is like a dollhouse, BTW, and he takes her inside, and they kiss, and it's so stupid, so stupid. And then flash forward, they start pursuing these evil, this movie's 11 hours. They start pursuing these evil alien things, and the little nerd kid is a sidekick now, and there's a CGI beagle that follows us everywhere, and the nerd kid, ironically, is linked to them somehow, because his dad and him used to hunt aliens, and his dad's missing, so now he thinks his dad was abducted by these evil mongoloid alien things, and the kid's always every 30 seconds, the kid's this is my fight too. I have to come with you. You weigh 65 pounds soaking wet. You're not helping anybody. We can't find your dad. You need to stay in the car. Sidekicks need to stay in the car because you take the gun and you make a mess. I can't, whatever. So he's following around the whole time, causing a whole lot of problems. They end up killing some people, but they didn't do it. The bad aliens did it, whatever. The lizard face alien things. Then he goes, they start leaking these rumors that the blonde alien and his, protector thing, his dad person, are, terrorists. So that leaks, and then all of a sudden, blonde girl is, she, texts him. The whole time, we're freaking looking at text messages. Can we just say it out loud? And she's, texting him, and she's like, what are you? Who are you? What are you doing? That's he levitated things with his hands! He's an alien! But before we save the world, we have to go fix things with Pretty Girl that we've only known for 2 days. So he drives all the way back to Ohio to some house party to fix it with Diana What's-Her-Face. And of course, she's at a house party, but she's sitting on the roof because she's misunderstood and blonde with her camera. Shut up, you pretentious thing. No. I'm sorry, I had to swallow both throat. So he saves her, they do some more theatrics, blah, blah, blah. The whole time, number 6 is following him, trying to find him, because together they're far more powerful than they are apart. Of course they are, so are the Care Bears. So she finds him, and you think she's gonna be ultimate badass, because the whole time they keep showing her tracking him. She's got laptops, and she's got crazy stones, and she's rides a sidekick and blows things up, and she's got a great soundtrack. She finally gets, oh, wait, okay. It's all leading up to this epic battle thing. Blonde girl's coming on her motorcycle. Alex Prettyface and Diana Agron are back together, and they're yeah, we're gonna fight these huge aliens that are right on our tail. They're 8 feet tall and have gill faces and a 30-foot bat in their trunk. But Diana Prettyface gave him a camera 2 days ago so she could really see the real him. So in the middle of all the fighting, we have time to break into the high school and develop old-fashioned film in a dark room. There's 84 crazy lizard face aliens trying to kill us, but yeah, let's develop the pictures so we can see who you really are. You know who he is? An alien. That's who he is. I saved you some time, sweetheart. Why are you... I don't understand how in all these movies, the high schools are just open. It's they're oh, it's 2 a.m. Let's go see what's going on in homeroom. It's not logical. We would never leave a building like that open. We don't leave Target open past 11. But you think the high school's open? There's some random janitor whacking the floor. It's 3 in the morning. Go home on a weekend. What are you doing? So they have this huge battle, and it's blonde girl on the motorcycle finally gets there. And she hasn't spoken the whole movie, which is probably why she was so awesome. But she gets there, and you're yeah, now it's on. And as soon as she opens her mouth, I'm oh God, oh God. Because the writing is so bad. she's like doing these crazy like X-Men things. Like she disappears and she comes back and stabs people with the magic blue sword that kills the bad aliens, but not the good aliens, whatever. And she gets there and you're like, she's gonna be so awesome. And as soon as she opens her mouth, he's like, is that all you can do? And she's like, stay tuned. Because of course she's Australian. Because they have those regions on planet Neptar or wherever they're from. So she's like, stay tuned. And then she's like she gets really weak at some point and he has to like charge her up with his alien juice. And then she's like doing this like crazy dance for a while. And then she's like, I have to say this. It's disgusting, but I have to say it. She sits back up after he like alien charges her. And she's like, Red Bull is for pussies. Really? That's the best line you got there? They have this huge epic battle and it goes out on the stadium and there's like a secret tunnel that leads to the stadium. So stupid. So stupid. So stupid. And then they get to the end. They finally kill all the bad aliens. I might add, with not a lot of effort. Like it was pretty much just like, ha-ha! Stab you and you're done. Like that's all it takes. They finish all that, and then they get to this, like, the next day, and he's like, you're like, nice. And they, like, prep for a road trip. And the quarterback, who's been an asshole the whole time, is like, his dad is the sheriff. Of course he is. And he's like, you should go east. Or no. He goes, you should go west, because I told my dad you're going east. I'm like, you're not our friend. We've only known you 4 days, and you've been kicking our ass for 3 of them. Why would you help? What are you doing? And then Alex goes up to Diana Prettyface and he's like, I'm sorry, but you should stay here, but you should know when an alien loves, it's forever, and I will come back for you. And she's like, I'm totally cool with waiting here for you, probably indefinitely, because you're going off with super hot alien girl number 6, and Sam, the little bee fry, and the beagle, who's been like beat to shit, but is gonna go with you, because, oh yeah, the beagle morphs into like this huge German Shepherd beast thing to fight the bat in the locker room. So stupid. So it ends with them leaving. All of that, and he leaves. All of that. Oh, did I mention the dad dies? The like dad guardian thing? The protector? He dies on the side of a road. It was so stupid, and so like, he's like holding him, and he's like, you have no idea what you're capable of. And then like, really? We're gonna go back to like Snow White style death scenes? Awesome. That's great. Just making sure. Worst movie ever. Worst movie ever. Ever. Ugh. Don't see it. Don't go. Do not go see I Am Number 4. It is the worst movie ever. Cheesiest lines, bad acting, unbelievable characters. I might also add, people don't talk like that. Like, I understand people don't talk like they do on Dawson's Creek. I get that. But you, like, the guy meets her, like, the first day, this, like, when Pretty Face meets Blonde Girl, he's like, so you're a photographer? She's like, yeah, but I'm also misunderstood. And he's like, oh, I get that. She's like, yeah. Pretty intense. And he's like, oh, this is your scrapbook? And she's like, yeah, but it's totally private. Oh, do you want to look through it? I guess. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to look through it. Do what you have to do. But she's like, I'll just sit here and be pouty while you look through my pouty scrapbook. And he's like, oh, so you see everyone else, but don't let anyone see you? Who would ever say that to someone like 6 hours in to knowing them in your life? He's known her for 6 hours. What? Ah! It's so stupid. It is so... I will never... Do not see I